Hey everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. So I'm going to do another book review, and this is Under the Covers. This is the second book in the Maverick, Montana series, written by Rebecca Zanetti. I am a big fan of Rebecca. I don't want to say anything about this book first. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to give you information from Goodreads.com, and then we go from there. So it says here, opposites don't attract, they ignite. The small Montana town near the Kooskia Reserve seemed like the perfect place for Juliet Montgomery to hide from her not-so-law-abiding family. But when her peace is shattered by a break-in and threatening phone calls, it's clear someone back in New York knows where she is. It's time to plan her getaway, and fast. But first, she needs to tie up a few loose ends, namely, finding out exactly what the town's sexy cowboy sheriff is hiding in his holster. Sheriff Quinn Lodge has enough demons of his own to know when someone's hiding something. Clearly, he needs to do a thorough investigation to uncover what's beneath Juliet's uptight city girl exterior, preferably one piece of clothing at a time. But when their chemistry goes from fizzy to full and explosive, things start getting complicated. How can Juliet stay beneath the covers with Quinn when doing so means blowing her cover? The genres in this book that it belongs to would be romance, and contemporary. This was first published back on May 27, 2013, and again written by Rebecca Zanetti. I love her work. So, Quinn is this sexy guy. They were brought up in a ranch. I think that's what it's called, a ranch. So they are cowboys. Him and his brothers. His sister was also brought up there. So they're 4 siblings. And if you haven't read the first book, I would strongly suggest you pick that up, because you're not going to be disappointed. So I really don't want to give out. I always try not to give out any spoilers. So Sheriff Quinn is like the way he's being written in the book. He's like this super hot, super good looking guy, and he's a town sheriff, so I'm just like laughing and like remembering, certain things about the book. So Juliet, there's just a lot of mystery in her, and since it's a small town, it's a lot of times it's usually the sheriff's job to keep an eye out on the newcomers, just so because they don't know really if they're law-abiding or they're rebellious or they're the ones that break the law, because you have to consider he grew up in this town, so he pretty much knows he knows everybody. So he already knows what they're gonna do, what they're not gonna do, what they're probably always expecting to do, those kind of things. So someone new kind of gives him an alert. And so he kind of already instinctually, especially from his training, pick up certain things that just feels off with him in regards to Juliet. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of spoiler. And I think it's because it's already insinuated in the book that that they're going to be attracted to each other. So there's a part of the book that they're in the same room together, and Juliet seems to to Sheriff Quinn. She just she looks she acts a little bit uptight and edgy and a little bit skittish in a way, but to her it's a combination of he's a sheriff, it's a small town, and he's super hot. So this was very entertaining. Definitely made me laugh. I enjoyed it. Made me laugh. It was exciting. I think Rebecca really knows how to write these types of books that I enjoy so much. Never a dull moment, very entertaining, fun, exciting. Just, it made me, and it will make you just keep on reading. Just won't stop. It'll be very hard to put the book down. So 1 out of 10 stars. I give this a 8. I definitely enjoyed it. It was really fun, and I can't even stop smiling just thinking about the book. So I give this a 2 thumbs up, and I definitely recommend it. If you've never heard of this book, you've never heard of this series, and you've never heard of Rebecca Zanetti, go ahead and check those out. You're not going to be disappointed for sure. Yeah, so I actually really love her writing, and I forgot, I think after I read the first book, I think I bought like whatever was available at the time. I think I just purchased a lot more of her books, and because you have to think, when I purchase these books, sometimes I'll get like one or the whole series from one author, and I'll try it out. If I don't like it, if I don't like it at all, I'll probably just delete the whole series or the book and anything else from the author a lot of times. I know it's ridiculous. A friend of mine actually said that it's sometimes it's a little bit, like costly and wasteful. But I'm not getting like 20 books in a series, and I'm not doing stuff like that. A lot of times I'll just get, like, if it's a 4-book series, maybe I'll get the 4, or I'll get 1 or 2 and just kind of test it out, and to see if I do enjoy the writing, I do enjoy the book, and maybe I'll get the rest of the series. And when that happens, when I like that book, or when I like those books, when I'm completely done with that particular book, I start to try to find more books that would be recommended at Goodreads or Amazon that would say readers also enjoyed this, or you might like this because other people also bought this book. Then I will try and look at it a little bit, and then purchase those books as well. And that's how I really started with my collection. I believe I think I have over 1,300 books right now. I'm not sure. And believe me, I haven't read all of them. I probably read maybe 300 of them. That's a lot. Okay, so I just looked in my folder. I have 1,542, and I actually bought, this week, I don't know, I think I bought like 30 books. I'm not really sure. I really think like the most that I really get is books. Not makeup, not skincare. I think I really just dive into so many books all the time. So anyway, and aside from just being all over the place and this chit chat in there, the reason I said that is that this was released back in 2013. I do not believe I purchased this back in 2013. 2013. My gosh, it felt like my tongue was this thick. So I probably got this last year, and I don't know, because just because I got the book doesn't mean I'm reading it right now. It's very rare that I do that. Yeah, it's very rare that I do that, and I don't have a pattern or a sequence on when my next book is going to be, or what my next book is going to be, unless it's a series. So my point is, if you guys have any suggestions on similar context or content or writing or genres in regards to this particular book, if you can recommend a different author that also writes in a similar way, similar genres, content, context in regards to this particular book, like with Rebecca Zanetti, feel free to chat down below. If you have read this book and you have you want to discuss that with me, feel free to do that too. I love chit chatting with you guys. If you did enjoy or enjoyed it, do that. Let me know. If again, I want to emphasize any other recommendations that might not be recommended by Goodreads.com yet, or I've never been, or Amazon.com. Feel free to do it down below, because I would really, I know I have a lot of books already, but I still really, I think that's my addiction, is just getting a lot of books. So, I mean, just imagine before e-readers came out, I used to, my one wall in my bedroom in my parents' house was like pretty much covered in books. And at a certain point, I had to get another wall, just have shelving in there so I can add more books in there. And then I was moving and I was leaving the country. And so I was leaving the house that I grew up in. So I donated most of my books, and I ran out of space too. And before I left, this was before I thought of leaving, I just purged, and I just donated them to libraries, just, you know. But now I really love that I have like one, you know, an iPad mini, and all my books are in here. I have kind of noticed though that maybe I'm running out of room, so maybe I need to get a new iPad mini and get the biggest memory, just so I could keep on adding more books. But so far, you know, I'm not having any problems with that. I know I'm like chit-chatting a little bit too much. And again, please, if you guys have any suggestions in regards to books that are similar to this, feel free to chat down below. I would really love to get more books. I love reading, and a lot of times I am able to finish a book a day, so I don't want to run out of books. I think that's my biggest fear, running out of books. So anyway, I know that chit chat was a little bit longer than I wanted, but I just kind of really wanted to emphasize it really as much as I could. So thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you again next time. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, and the bell so you'll be notified whenever I do upload a new video. Don't forget to expand the description box, because as much as possible, I always try to get coupons for you guys, discount codes, and other goodies like that. I also have my Twitter information, Instagram, Snapchat, and for business inquiries, I have my email there as well. Thank you guys, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.